What's up, everyone? I am Dan O'Hara, and alongside Jordan Landry and Tyler Abear, we welcome you to our little video that we got going on for WrestlingNewsSource.com. We are going to be your podcast crew for 2011 as well, so make sure you tune into that. We will be starting that sometime this week, so be on the lookout for that.
We'll be starting that whenever we feel like it.
Basically.
It's going to be sometime
Go
tomorrow.
to WrestlingNewsSource.com for all the information on that. You can also find us on Facebook. Search for WrestlingNewsSource.com or WNS Podcast, and that's where you will find us. First Raw of 2011 is off and running, all done. Cena injured. That is the main highlight of what's going on. Yes, Jordan seems to be... Jordan seems to be happy about that just a little bit.
No, I will say this for the people who get upset over the fact that that guy's happy a man got injured. He's a horrible person. I'm not happy the man got injured. I am happy that something has finally changed. That they're going to be able to do something different for a little while until he comes back. That's what I'm happy about.
Well, no, I actually would want him to stay because I want to see how the Nexus CM Punk angle really, turns out. So we'll see how that goes.
And what do you think the storyline is going to feature on between CM Punk, the Nexus, and Cena? Jordan?
Well, I believe that this could be very interesting. I think we're going to see, until Cena comes back, I think we're going to see the whole little Wade Barrett thingy go on for a little while. Wade Barrett trying to regain control of Nexus, but we obviously saw tonight that he's going to fail. But whenever Cena gets back, I believe we're going to see a huge feud between him and CM Punk, probably resulting in some sort of match at WrestleMania, assuming he's back in time for Mania, maybe at Extreme Rules. As far as his injury goes, there's been different reports. It is some sort of hip injury. Not sure if it's a torn ligament or a messed up joint or if it's just a bruised hip, as it's been reported. But either way, he was out. He obviously wasn't there tonight because CM Punk couldn't see him. So we know he has the best eyesight in the WWE. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts on it, Tyler?
Yes. We don't know how long he's going to be out. The local shows, house shows, they said he's going to be working with one Cena. Well, we all know who that is. So we'll see what happens. Huh? But, yeah, one Cena. He's actually one Cena. But we'll see what happens from there.
Okay, guys, and what do you think the storyline they're going to do for CM Punk and the Nexus? Well, now that Barrett is officially out of Nexus, I personally think they're going to be sending him over to SmackDown, let him do his singles career. I think he'll do pretty successful over there. But what do you guys think they're going to do for the Nexus and CM Punk storyline now that Cena is injured?
That's a very good question. That's a difficult thing to decide because they have all this time invested in the storyline for, Nexus being defeated and then coming back and getting a new leader in CM Punk, who's very angry over his diet soda and decided to regain his revenge on John Cena. They have all this time, obviously, by last week's Raw, because that was the only storyline that developed at all, aside from John Morrison saying what his match this week was going to be. And it's pretty much the same thing this week. And which is very infuriating if you're a wrestling fan, that you're just kind of sitting there twiddling your freaking thumbs for 2 hours waiting for the last 30 minutes. And it's very, very hard to be able to sit here and say, well, I think they're going to do this when we have no idea at all what their intentions were in the first place as far as what they were going to do with John Cena around. And I think creative is scrambling for something at this point. Obviously, by the things that transpired tonight, they were not expecting this at all. So they're very, very freaked out as far as how they're going to start. That was their big start to this year was, John Cena's not done with Nexus, and now CM Punk's involved. But it's difficult to say what exactly is going to happen now. I would like to see maybe an anti-face turn for Barrett just a little bit to go against Nexus, maybe give us something to kind of look forward to each week as far as that storyline goes until Cena returns.
Do you think they'll keep him on Raw for that?
I think they'll keep him on Raw for that. I think they'll keep him on Raw until they do the draft, because I don't think they'll just because Barrett's made a name for himself on Raw as the leader of Nexus. Now he's got to make a name for himself as a former member of Nexus, as his own singles competitor, which Daniel Bryan's done a very good job of that. You may not see him on TV, but trust me, he's done a great job of that. But it's just, hopefully that's what they'll do. It'll give us something to look forward to. If not, it's really tough to say if or when they decide what they're going to do, or if they just put it on the back burner and just kind of let Nexus run roughshod every week like they've done for the last 6 months.
I think the plan is ruined. Like I was saying about Cena and Punk. We were looking forward to the feud with Punk and Nexus versus Cena, but we're gonna see how that turns out. Cause Cena is gonna be out for we don't know how long.
He's sort of day to day right now.
Yeah. But no telling. We heard that it was like a bruise on his ribs, hip, whatever. But we'll see.
We don't care what's injured on him. We just know he's injured. Which, by the way, I would like to say this real quick. We have a live audience for this video. Hey. We picked these drifters up.
$15, yeah, and they'll cheer all you want.
Which, we'll talk about that.
That one single clap. Thank you. Appreciate it. As always, look for us on the podcast. We will definitely be getting a podcast to you this week, giving you our full thoughts on what's going to happen in 2011. We're going to give you a recap of some of the mid-carders who
we would like to see shine in 2011, who we think it needs to rise out of the depths of being buried under Cena.
Who should get pushed, who we think is actually going to get pushed, and who we think we're going to see on the next future endeavors list of 2011.
Wish list.
Wish list, I guess you could call it.
But we're really going to let you know what we think, what we want to happen down the pike.
Down the pike!
Thank you.
No problem. As always, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com for more information on that if you would like to get all of your wrestling information there. Check us out at Wrestling News Source on Facebook. Again, the WNS podcast. And we'll hopefully be coming to iTunes soon, so be on the lookout for that.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Steve Jobs. What?
Wow. Okay. But for now, this will conclude our show. Give us your comments right down here. Subscribe there-ish.
Subscribe.
You are not Tobuscus. Don't act like it. Okay.
That's it. That's our show.